Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Property Management 101, and today I'll be reviewing with you why we need more investors. Another video that relates to this topic well is a video I recently released titled, Why Are My Rents Increasing Still? And I'll provide the link to this in the video description. The first reason why we need more investors is supply and demand. As mentioned in one of my recent videos, in many markets there's still a big supply shortage of housing that is needed. With the big supply shortage, there is a big amount of pressure that's being put into those markets due to this. When you see this big unbalanced amount of pressure in the market, what tends to happen is real estate prices go through the roof very quickly. This creates a lot of rents to continue going up very rapidly, which for some investors, they look at as a positive thing, but if it goes up too rapidly, what you tend to see is potentially then local companies, due to the taxes or due to the real estate prices and rent that they're paying, will elect to look to move their companies somewhere else where it's more favorable for them when it comes to the costs and expenses of conducting their business. If this happens, this may pull a lot of jobs out of that area, which will only have a negative effect to that particular market. So this is why it's not a good thing to have an unbalanced amount of pressure in that market due to supply and demand. The second reason why we need more investors is rent control. The more pressure a market has that's really unbalanced, where rents are continue to increase to the point of renters are not being able to afford them in most cases, you're going to start to see local and state governments step in more and more often to help try to regulate this. Unfortunately, in a lot of cases, this doesn't help or fix the problem as less investors elect to invest in these areas, thus creating more of an unbalanced supply and demand, and then therefore that the rental prices will continue to go up. Rent control doesn't just necessarily mean it's more difficult for investors, it also means it can be a lot more difficult for renters as well. Many rental assistance programs will require that resident to fill out paperwork and go through a lengthy process in order to get rental assistance. Due to this doesn't speed things up at all. It only really slows things down. So if they were wanting to move in and need housing quickly, sometimes this could be a roadblock of them getting into a home quickly because of the rental assistance program. And I hope you're enjoying this video and learning something new. If so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. And the last reason why we need more investors is competition. By having a healthy amount of competition within any particular market and a balanced supply and demand, you're going to really raise the standards and the service that each property management company will be providing to their residents. This is really healthy as well because then in any particular submarket or market, you're not going to have a monopoly-like effect where one investor or one management company is really the dominant force in that area. If you do have a healthy amount of supply and demand and you do have a healthy amount of competition, you're really going to raise the standards for all property management companies and investors in that particular area. Without this, you may see properties lease up to 100% without much effort and without that quality of service, and this is the last thing the property management company needs. If you have not done so already, please watch my disclosure as well as my why I do this video. I'll provide both links in the video description to this video. If you haven't connected with us on LinkedIn or Instagram, please make sure to do that as well to follow us for industry news, polls, and video releases. I'll be also providing links to those in the video description. And I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. If you have any questions about this video or any of my videos, feel free to comment below and I'll be happy to address it for you. Happy leasing!